tangled around the leg. Just gotta, just lift that up. Let's see. Muriel, bring me the spatula, will you?
Welcome. You've got mail.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Closing Time with Mr. Biggs. Coming to you live from Whizzbangs on the corner of Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun never ends and the parties never ending. All right, couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, I want to make it very clear, as the show begins, I am not looking at the chat rooms. I'm not looking at the comments. So many hurtful things. So, if some of you are listening while looking at the chat room on YouTube's or Facebook's or the Twitter or anywhere else, please know that I'm not seeing any of those comments, all right? I'm only going to say this one time. So if you're trying to talk to me, you got to call the phone. You got to call the payphone, all right? That's how that works. Now, as the show goes on, other people are probably going to join in, and they're going to start talking to me in the comments. Now, it's up to you people who are here from the very beginning. It's up to you people to shout them down and say, hey, dummy, if you were here at the beginning, you would have known. He said he's not looking at the comments, all right? So I'm recruiting you people. You people are my deputies to monitor the text feeds and deal with the people who are latecomers. All right? Okay, that's thing one. Thing two. We're not talking about thing two, all right? I don't want to talk about the other thing tonight because, frankly, it's a little bit fresh. And I'm still processing it. I'm not ready to discuss it publicly yet, okay? We're closed. We're closed. Closed. Roscoe, turn off the atrium light. Yeah, it's probably best. Anyway, here we are at Whizzbangs at booth number 4. And while we're cleaning up for the night, we're going to take a couple of calls, from you. The number, if you want to call the payphone, is area code 631-251-0503. Reach over here. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
Are you guys open?
No. We're closed. Come back tomorrow.
I want water. I heard you sell good water.
We got fantastic water. Ever since I got rid of that water softener, I'm telling you, people are way more enthused about the quality of the water at Whizzbangs. No water softener for me, nothing but hard water at Whizzbangs.
How much is it still?
Well, we've adjusted the price several times. Currently, the bottles are running for about $3.75. If you get it by the glass, then it is complimentary with your meal.
Oh, sweet.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's
I
what
wouldn't.
it
I
is.
wouldn't call it sweet. It's more of a tangy. It's kind of like a metallic, tangy. Yeah, metallic tangy is the way I would describe it. I mean, hey, you describe it however you want. It's up to you.
How good is it for keeping fish alive?
Oh no, you do not want to use this water for that. It is dense with calcium and fluoride and all kinds of chlorine. It is very, very
Oh.
hard. Do you understand what I'm saying, son? It's hard water.
Yeah.
We're not talking
Yeah,
soft water. We're talking hard water.
But
Li-
I want my fish. I want Whizzbangs fish water. You guys saw that?
Hey, thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
What? Hi, Mr. Bangs.
Oh, dear Lord, baby Jesus, this is not happening.
It is, and we have a request for you.
All right, before you do that, I got to talk to the people about you because I'm concerned about what you're going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, no, be quiet. Be quiet, Devin. You hush your mouth. You're a very inappropriate young girl, and it's about time somebody talked to you the way you need to be talked to. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin and her friend, what's her name? Stephanie? Stacy?
Nope.
Kim?
Nope.
Laura?
Nope.
Andrea?
Getting older.
Okay.
You're close with the acid.
Her and her little friend are,
Shannon.
they're 10-year-old girls who are all sexed up, and they get a thrill out of calling up older guys and saying dirty, horrible, disgusting things to them. It's a power play. And right now, they're calling me, and they think that I'm going to go along with it. But I'm telling you, honey, this is a family show. I'm not going to have any of that dirty talk. So I'm going to ask one time and one time only. I want you to keep it clean, all right?
Okay, straight business. Straight business right now.
Yes, nothing but straight business. Well, I mean, we let gays in too. I mean, everyone's welcome, but
Right.
generally
Always-
speaking, it is a straight business.
I love
Always
forward.
people.
Yeah.
Never straight. Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, people listening, they're 10 years old.
Yeah, 10. Hello.
Go ahead, Devin. What were you going to say?
Oh, so my friend Shannon and I, we are
Shannon.
business. We're looking to
Shannon. I was going to say Shannon. Her name is Shannon.
Who is this? I'm so lost.
This is
This
Mr.
is
Biggs.
Mr. Biggs.
Yeah. How you
Mr.
doing?
So anyways, we are making a book right now, and we were wondering if you would be so generous as to contribute, give us
I'd love to, and it sounds fun.
celebrity
You know, I love arts and crafts and the arts of all kinds. What kind of book are you making?
Shannon.
One about dick pics?
Shame on me. Shame on me. If you want to call the payphone number, it's area code 631 251 0503. If you don't mind, I'm going to partake a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing but the cloudiest ice. You know, a lot of places these days, it's very trendy to try to get perfectly clear ice. And what a lot of those hipsters and hippies don't understand is that, no, you don't want the clear ice. The clear ice has got no flavor whatsoever. You want to get the cloudiest stuff. You want the most particulate possible in order to get all that sweet, sweet tang that you want in your ice. Oh, yeah. Sweet honey nectar. distilled in Scotland using traditional methods and matured in oak caskets for in oak casks for 3 years. Don't mind if I do. Have a little bit of that. All right, while we're waiting for the calls to come flying in, as they undoubtedly will, because it is a very, very popular show. While we're waiting, I want to address a couple of things. I already addressed the thing about the comments in the chat rooms. I hope that those people that I talked to earlier are doing their job and policing it properly. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the thing I don't want to talk about, and we're not going to be discussing tonight, so I'm going to ask you please not ask me about it. Not until I'm ready. And then, and only then, will I be willing to address the situation. But to answer the question, the main question that most of you have about that situation is no. That's the answer to your question. Hey, thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, you sell baby alcohol?
Baby alcohol? I mean,
Yeah.
that's, I'm intrigued. Roscoe, do we have baby alcohol?
I'm looking for the Four Loco kind.
He says we don't have baby alcohol, and he's staring at me with his mouth open. Okay,
So-
I think what that means is that no, we don't have it, and your question is a little bit concerning. What I would do in your situation is I would take the the baby bottle, and maybe I wouldn't go with hard liquor, because that's just, it seems wrong on some level. So maybe go with
What do you consider hard liquor? Like
your vodka, your tequila, your scotch, your bourbon, things like that. Don't go with that, because that's
not a duel.
that is
Not a duel. You can't do
no.
a
You
duel?
didn't listen. I wasn't done yet. We were talking about what you don't use. All right.
Okay.
All right. You don't use the hard liquor because it's far too difficult for baby's developing digestive system to process. All right. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with something that's like way lower in alcohol. Oh well. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Biggs. How can I help you?
You can help us by apologizing for hanging up on us.
Okay. I would like Maria over there to apologize for saying a dirty thing
There's no Maria.
in an attempt.
There's a Shannon,
in-
and there's a
in-
Rachel or a
in-
Devin.
oh, God.
No matter.
Listen, your voice is
No,
like,
you listen.
no. Listen, your
I
voice.
know it's so cringy.
Your voice is like the voice of an angel, and I can listen to it all night long. But the problem
Shut
is,
up, really?
the problem is this: you try to
Wait.
shift the power from me over to you by talking all provocative and sexy. It is inappropriate. It is disgusting, and it is not for a family show. All right.
Oh, you have a family show?
Now, if I was at home in my garage, I don't know, selling my meat grinder on Craigslist, then, hey, listen, I would take your call and talk to you all night long. I'd be falling out of my chair. I'd be so excited. However, in this format here, where we've got people listening, it is inappropriate, and when you ask for my apology, what I have to say is this. Whatever you say, wait, how does that go? You're rubber and I'm glue. Whatever you say is all stuck. Wait. I'm rubber and you're glue, Whatever you
And
say.
basically, I'll be stuck on you.
No, that's not it. I forget.
Oh, yeah, Family Channel.
Yeah. Thank you for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Big speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Biggs, how's it going?
Well, you know what? It wasn't so good, and then it got a little bit better, and then it got worse again. But I was able to turn it around where it's fair to Midland.
Well, you know what? I think those ladies that keep calling, I think those are prostitutes or something. You think they're prostitutes?
I didn't think to even ask. Is it legal to ask? If you ask a prostitute, if there are a prostitute, do they legally have to tell you?
Well, isn't it that way with police? They have to tell you if they're police.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So if you ask them directly and you look them in the eye and you say, "Listen, are you a prostitute? Because you got to tell me." They've got to answer truthfully. I think it's a code amongst whores. Right?
Yeah, I mean, right, exactly. I mean, why would they hide the fact that they're prostitutes? Because, they need to make money, right? So,
I guess. I mean, I think that's the way it works. I mean, that's the definition of what they're doing, right?
I guess. I really don't understand it. I don't know why they do something like that.
I don't either. I've never paid for it.
That is not okay. It is not Christian, and it is wrong.
I like the cut of your jib, son. What's your name?
Oh, it's Total Second, Mr. Big.
Oh, hi, Total Second. That's an odd name. Is that the Christian name, or is that some sort of gaming moniker?
It's Paris Talk, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Total Second. Interesting.
Yep.
I like that.
Means, it means something, but it's not very appropriate, so I won't.
Yeah, no. Let's not cover that because families listening.
This is a family show, and this is a good show.
It is a good show. Thank you for mentioning that. We got families all across the world tuning in to listen to an old guy broadcasting live in a bar. Families love it. The kids can't get enough.
Well, exactly. I mean, this is if I was a kid, this is what I'd be doing. I'd be watching Mr. Big.
Oh, I thought you would be closing up a bar. Because we don't let kids in after 9 o'clock. We said we kick them out because we're closed.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, Mr. Bibbs, I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And things will get better.
I said I didn't want to talk about it, but I take
you don't have to talk about it.
I take what you're saying in the spirit in which it was intended. Thank you for that. That was very sweet.
Of course.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
All right. Bye, Biggs.
Goodbye, Frenchie. Bye. Oh man. All right. 631-251-0503. The payphone is open and available for incoming calls. Wait, scratch that. The payphone is now unavailable because there's a call coming in, so don't call it. Oh, I gotta pick it up. I forgot. Thank you for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, yes. Did you order Chinese food?
Pardon?
Did you order Chinese food?
Did I order a toad? What, huh?
No, Chinese food, sushi. Order Chinese food. Big order Chinese food.
Listen, Hop Sing, I don't know what your game is, but I got no beef with you. I
don't have game. I have food. I'm from delivery.
Yeah, I got no problem with you guys being in the neighborhood, unlike a lot of people. I welcome all...
Do you still have meat grinders?
So many ethnic foods in the neighborhood lately. Some people think that it's a sign of decline. I think it is a sign that we are opening up culturally, and I think you have a lot to offer with your...
I don't understand. You order Chinese food.
Sure. And I think that's a great thing that you guys are doing over there. I think it's fantastic. I love all Chinamans. I love Koreans, and I love Cantonese. I love the.
I am the boss.
Okay. Thanks Thanks for calling with your little squirrel talk. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hang up the phone. Yeah, that guy has been bugging me for weeks. But, I don't let it get under my skin because the way I look at it, it's just cultural differences. He doesn't understand that being overly aggressive with the business owners in the area is not going to get him very far. But he'll come around. Eventually, he'll Americanize. Hey! Sorry about that. Hand slipped. Oh, scotch. Let's see if I can focus on the screen here. I'm not looking at the comments, though. Keep that in mind. Keep your comments to yourself in the comments, because I don't care. If you want to talk to me, you got to call. All right? Whoopsie-doo. Yeah, it happens every night. Roscoe's doing a fine job. Let's hear it for him. How about you give this video or audio stream that you listen to a thumbs up or I don't know, whatever it is on the platform that you're listening to it on. Give Roscoe some kudos for that mopping job, because I've never seen the floor cleaner, Roscoe. It's looking good. Nice job. 631-251-0503. And clearly we're not getting a lot of calls because this is not a very, what's the word, Roger? What is... Oh, damn it. We're not... Oh, I get it. We're not a popular show. There's not a lot of people that enjoy closing time. So as a result, we don't get a whole lot of listeners. It's a very boutique show. It's, in some cases, for one listener and one listener alone. And that's you right now, person listening. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Big Z. Yeah. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Big speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Mr. Biggs, do you guys serve food anymore?
Sure we do. Yeah, during, we open probably around 11-ish. And we got a brunch menu, a lunch menu, a late lunch menu, a happy hour special. And and then at nighttime we get the dinner special, and then we clear out that and we open up the bar nightclub and we go until closing time, which it is now.
Oh, okay. Because I was just wondering, because, I'm not used to going to Whizzbangs except for the Onion Fest. And that I noticed you don't do that since the sharp decline from, the first one.
Yeah. It's not very popular.
Yeah, well, I enjoy a good onion sandwich. I don't know about the rest of these foods. But anyway, hey, I was just wondering, what is, the top sandwich at Whizzbangs now? What's the special? I know the drink, but,
Well, right now, today, the top seller was the open-faced meatloaf on white bread.
Oh.
With a side of slaw and, what was that stuff, Roscoe? That rice-looking stuff? Quinoa. No, quinoa.
Oh.
We had quinoa.
Ah. Classy.
Here's a spoiler alert. It's just rice, but we call it quinoa.
Who's going to notice?
Oh, most of the people noticed, and they were not happy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots
I
of
wouldn't
returned
really-
orders today back in the kitchen. Lots of returned orders of the quinoa in quotes.
I just figured you'd be able to like trick a few of them. You just name rice something funny, and then they'd be like, "Ooh."
Well,
You know,
apparently,
like that.
apparently these millennials are way more savvy than I thought they were. They recognized it right away.
I sure you could probably get some of the the 80s and your septuagenarians.
Yeah, I know. That's great. Get them, I'll get them.
Hey, yeah. Well, you wanted to pay for that early bird,
Oh, no, yeah. Come in at 4 o'clock and get the early bird. We knock half price off. Well, I mean, it's half price off the entree. Unfortunately, all of the other items are, we boost them up to, make up for it. But you got to order carefully is what I'm saying. If you order carefully, you can get a pretty good deal.
As long as, grandma and grandpa are happy, who cares? I mean, they don't even realize what they're putting out anyway.
They're spending their kids' inheritance. What do they care?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
they can't see very well, so it's easy to, do a little switcheroo on the menu for the early birds. That's a 3. Sure, no, it's an 8. It's not a 3, but they don't know that.
The thing is that they're polite enough. They'll just assume it was their fault in the first place, and that's always a plus.
Well, it's nice about the greatest generation. They knew how to mind their P's and Q's, and they were polite. I wish I could fill up the whole place with them, but the problem is that they'll be dead soon.
Yeah, they'll start to smell if you fill them up,
Yeah. The near deads filling up the place. It's not good for business.
No. And there's this sense of gloom that hangs around because you try to smile at them as much, but then you're wondering, do they actually see the smile? Do their eyes work well? Most likely no.
Oh, no, the answer is no. Their eyes do not work well at all. I guarantee you that.
Mm-hmm. What would be the best thing on the menu to get at Whizzbangs?
Well, are you asking my opinion? Because I'm going to go with the one that has the highest profit margin.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
Boiled onion fingers are so good, you should order as many of those as you can because we make a good 75% profit margin on those. So, gotta move them. Move them out.
Oh, yeah. Now, they aren't real. They aren't actual fingers, are they? Because I gotta make sure, they're always asking me what
no, silly. They're onion fingers. You can't sell real fingers. I'd get shut down right quick if I sold real fingers. Plus, there's not a lot of meat on fingers when you think about it. I mean, that's mostly bone and gristle.
Well, some people like that, though. Like chicken feet.
I bet that Devin likes bone and gristle.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I'm glad I could catch up.
Hey, what was your name?
Hey, it's Abe.
Thanks for calling, Abe. You come on into Whizzbangs, and we'll get you a drink on the house.
Yeah, leave the light on.
Half price on the house. Yeah. Bone and gristle. That was my little joke. I just came up with that one. Bet she likes bone and gristle. An old guy named Gristle in his garage taking calls from ladies. There's nothing more pathetic than an old guy all by himself just sitting there waiting for somebody to call. Yeah, I like to make fun of them because they are so pathetic. Switch the camera over to the other one, will you? Yeah, switch the camera. Hey, thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
This is the AT&T operator. You have a collect call from Roger at Lucky Larry's Lounge. Will you accept the charges?
No.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. He's hung up and he's giggling. I mean, he giggled and he hung up. So sorry for the call, sir. Have a nice day.
All right. I'm now going to stare directly into the camera. Switch the camera over to me, will you? Switch the camera over to me. I'm going to sit here and stare into the camera for a long, awkward period of time. Yeah, scotch. Okay, switch the camera back, will you? Switch it back over to where Roscoe is. Yeah, that was very funny. That was funny, haha. I love you. Have I mentioned that I love jokes and humor jokes? Yuck 'em ups and rib ticklers. They're fantastic. Yeah. If you have any legitimate phone calls, I'm taking those tonight. You know what? That's a good idea. I should have laid out a ground rule for that. I'm only taking legitimate calls. 631-251-0503. Let's go to the phones. Hey, thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Mr. Big speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah. You sell hamburger American.
I am an American, yes, and we do sell hamburgers. I don't know what your question was, but does that help?
I am from Russia. I would like to try hamburger American. Do you sell that?
You're going to have to forgive me because I don't know anybody that's Russian, so I'm not familiar with your terminology and the accent.
I'd like to try cheese American. Is that on hamburger?
You want American cheese on a hamburger?
Yes, sir. I've never had it. Do you have this? You said you have this. How much?
It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter because we're closed. It's closing time at Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending until it's time to turn off the lights and go home and wipe down the tables. Wipe all the sticky residue off the tables from the disgusting patrons.
Why?
So messy.
Why can't I call now then?
We gotta close up the place and scrape the crust off the downspouts of all the condiment dispensers. Sometimes we gotta soak those like once a week because the crud just accumulates.
I do not understand all your American words. So no hamburger?
No hamburger. I don't think that guy was Russian. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't mean to speak ill of him. Foreigners, I love them. I said that already, didn't I? I talked about how much I love all the foreigners. I think they're great. They bring a lot of color and vitality to the community. I don't like the way they talk. That's the only thing, because I don't understand them with their French jib-jab language. It doesn't make any sense to me. Can't make out a word. Yeah. What we can do is we'll take a little break and we'll come back in a moment. Let's see, do we have... Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, we'll do that. We'll be back in a moment. Please stand by. We'll be back with more closing time with Mr. Biggs live from Whizzbangs. Who loves onions?
We'll make you feel good.
Whizzbangs.
You'll have a great time.
On the corner of Phillips and Mountain, downtown.
Let our magic work on you.
A place to play each and every day.
Yeah, Whizzbangs.
The hot place to be.
Where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. Whizzbangs!
The hot place to be.
Now, for a very limited time, when you buy one grilled onion sandwich, you'll get the second one for half off. And a slice of Swiss for just $1.75 extra. We'll even throw in a free dinner mint. You're gonna need it. 2 for the price of 1. You buy one, you get the second one half off.
The hot place to be.
See you here at Whizzbangs for lunch. Whizzbangs!
The hot place to be.
Where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. Mint supplies are limited. Act fast, 1 mint per customer. And we're back. Yeah. Had to get some fresh, cloudy ice for the scotch. You know, it's funny. It's funny that when we took the little commercial break, all of a sudden you jackasses start calling in. Just call after call after call. And then the second I come back, you all hang up. It's funny. Not funny, haha, just funny queer. You know what I mean? Thanks for calling Whizzbangs. This is Biggs. Who's this?
Hello, Mr. Biggs. This is Nigel.
Hiya, Nigel.
Hello. I'm just calling see if I can get some advice.
Sure.
Well, you see, I have a friend. He has a bit of an issue, a problem. It's been stemming for, I want to say, over 10 years now.
Was that the problem right there?
No, it's the length of time may be the problem. He might just need to stop what he's doing. Okay. My friend, he's in his 40s, and he lives somewhere in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And his problem is he spends most of his time in the attic of his home.
Sure.
Making prank phone calls.
Okay.
And it's gotten him into trouble with the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Sure.
And I don't know how to assist him in helping that to not occur again. And it's not looking well. It looks like it might happen again.
Sure.
And I was wondering if you had any recommendations.
What kind of accent is that, Nigel? I'm curious.
It's New Mexicoan.
Nice. Put another shrimp on the barbecue. From New Mexico.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, well, your friend, who's in his attic, making prank-em-up phone calls. I mean, my position on prank calls is well documented. You know how I feel about them. Right? Or do I need to explain it again?
You might need to clear it up for all the listeners.
I'm not a fan. I do not care for them. I think that it is a childish and immature endeavor for not just children, but for the dumb kids. Like dumb, stupid kids that don't know any better. Now, if your friend... how old did you say he was?
He's in his 40s, but he looks like he's in his 50s.
Well, that's probably from being cooped up in the attic like that. He's probably getting a good heavy dose of radon gas.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ages the skin prematurely. I think that if your friend is getting into trouble, what makes you think he's going to be in trouble again? I mean, if he got in trouble the one time, why would he get in trouble again?
That's a good point.
Well, you said it. I mean, I'm asking you to clarify. It's a question. It's not a point. Answer the question.
I think he may be a target. I think that other people in the community may see him as a target and send him information that might not be of the best.
You're being very vague, and it's hard. It's very difficult to understand what you're talking about because you're speaking in vague generalities. So I'm going to say, your friend. And by the way, I know we're talking about you. We're not talking about any friend, but I'll play along. I think your friend needs to go outside once in a while and maybe, I don't know, play Pokemon Go a little bit. Get some sunshine. Vitamin D from the sun, you know?
You are very wise, Mr. Biggs.
I love that accent, that New Mexico accent. It's enchanting.
Yeah, well, I thank you very, very much. I shall
hang up the phone. You shall hang up the phone. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Biggs speaking. How can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Biggs.
What is it with the stupid accents tonight? What the hell is going on?
Excuse me, this is President Vladimir Putin of Mother Russia. How are you doing, Mr. Biggs?
I have a quota of one Ruski per show. Just the one. We already had a Russian tonight. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. This is Biggs speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Biggs, you were talking about rubbing crusty things off of other things. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, here at Whizzbangs, we've got the do-it-yourself condiment bar, and we've got lots of pumps with various creams and sauces. What? Creams and sauces.
Cream?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's some of them are creamy. Have you had our ranch dressing? It's very creamy.
Yeah, I like to call it the man ranch because I feel like, you know, it's a little spicy, so I grow some hair on my chest when I, you know, eat it. I know.
Anyway, as the week progresses, a lot of those downspouts from the pumps, they get a little bit stopped up, a little bit crusty. They dry up. Some of them don't get used a lot, you see. So when one person comes up and gets a couple of squirts of French, then it's French dressing and ranch dressing mixed together. French. French.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, I'll bet it was. Anyway, so when somebody comes in on a Tuesday and gets a couple of squirts of French, but then it doesn't get used again until like Thursday. And then all the residue on the downspout is dried up to a crisp crust. Now, we tried for a little while of collecting the crusts and putting them out as a salad topping, but it was not popular. People did not care for that.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, we had all kinds of questions like, hey, what is this? This tastes weird. Where did it come from? There's a hair sticking out of this crust. What is this? I'm going to sue, blah, blah, blah. And I said, talk to the hand, because Biggs is not accepting complaints at this time.
Yeah, grow up, right?
And what you
walk it off.
Yeah, what you didn't see, because this is an audio show, what you didn't see is that when I said that, I put my hand up in that direction as if to say, direct your questions at my hand, which neither has ears nor mouth and does not have the ability to care, much like myself. You see?
What kind of face did they make when you said that?
I don't remember because I wasn't listening at that point. I just kind of moved on and went on about my business.
Okay, that's cool. All right, I like it.
I could listen to your voice. Your voice is just enchanting. It's like a songbird.
It's a songbird.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, can I just ask you, just let me ask you one more question. And I feel the same way about you. Your voice is like a songbird.
We should get together and do a duet together. You and me.
Let's do it.
Do you know Islands in the Stream?
I think so.
Roscoe, wait, hold on a second. Roscoe, pull up karaoke disc 23A.
No.
I'm going to sing Islands in the Stream with my best girl, Devin.
It's me.
Okay, I'm going to sing the Dolly Parton part, and you are going to sing the Kenny Rogers part. Okay, while he's getting the disc.
I do a man voice, too.
No, that's not what we need.
No?
While he's getting the disc and the song list, because I need the lyrics, I need you to ask your other question. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, what is the least used condiment in your establishment?
That's a good question. You know what? Let me go check. I've got my dipstick here. I'm gonna go open up a couple of tubs, and I'll come back with a measurement. Listen, Devin, I'm gonna let you talk to the people while I'm gone. I'm gonna be right back. So do me a favor, keep it clean, keep it family friendly, and I'll be right back. Okay?
All right. Sounds good. Thanks. This is really awkward, guys. Hey, what's up? We're just gonna check out these condiments. Listen to that sweet background music. It's March. It was snowing today. RBCP, did you get snow? Anybody else? Oh, you got a lot of people that are into prank calls listening to you, Mr. Bags. I like it.
Okay.
I just did a show.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
I forgot you asked a question. Did you want to know the most popular or the least popular?
Least popular, the crustiest.
Yeah,
Really.
that was the raisin puree.
Raisin puree? What is this supposed to be used for?
Did I stutter?
Who put this menu together?
You cut out a little bit there. Was it dirty, what you just said?
Sorry.
I hope not.
Who put this raisin puree menu together? What is that supposed to be used for?
We had a couple of requests, and so we put it on the menu. It turns out that was only the one guy who was into raisin puree, and we haven't really sold a lot since. And you know what? Between you and me, Devin, it does not pump well.
That was you, wasn't it? You were the one that was into raisin puree.
It was me. You got me.
You're an old man.
Guilty as charged.
With your old man bowel movements.
Hey, come on. That has little or nothing to do with my raisin intake, okay? I'm just trying to get as much as I can. But you know what? I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. It is not a strong seller, so maybe I'll replace it with something more popular, like ketchup.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea. I glopped a bunch of ketchup on my jacket the other day. It made me really sad.
I could just listen to you. I could listen to you talk all night long. You're like Aphrodite singing a sweet song of seduction with that voice of yours. Just
that's not true. Hang up on me.
The funny thing is that it's not grating, and it hits all the right frequencies. All those frequencies that you want to like vibrate the base of your spine. She hits every one of them, and it's fantastic. Yeah. You're listening to Closing Time, coming to you live. We are at Whizzbangs on the corner of Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. Do not come down tonight, though, because, it's closing time. It's not time to come down to Whizzbangs. Well, keep it in mind next time you're out, but not tonight. We got an open phone line right now. If you want to call in, 631-251-0503. What's that? What is that? That sound. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the payphone. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs. This is Biggs. Who's this?
Hey, this is Green S. I was kind of curious. How do you say, or how do you pronounce Whizzbangs backwards?
I don't pronounce it backwards because that would be incorrect. That would be the wrong way of saying it.
But it'd be fun.
Okay, well, you do it, and you show me how fun it is, because I'm skeptical. I don't think that would be fun at all. I think that would be annoying. But go ahead. I stand corrected.
Sound good enough?
I stand corrected. That was a little bit fun. Shanaz a big one. Yeah.
Is Roger there?
Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Son of a bitch. You know what? No more calls. No more phone calls. I'm just going to drink the rest of the night. You people are going to sit here and you're going to listen to me drink my life away right now. Enjoy the sound of a man, a broken man, drinking his life away in a closed restaurant/nightclub/bar. Oh, Scotch. You understand me. You know what I need. You know what to say and do to make me feel good. Sweet amber color. No more calls tonight. No more calls on closing time with Mr. Biggs. I said no more calls. Stop calling. Don't want any more calls. Take the phone number off the screen. Can we take the phone number? Is there a way to take the phone number off the screen? Thank you. I said no more calls.
Hey, Mr. Biggs. One question. What's the motto of Whizzbangs?
Where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Well, what's going on right now? I think the fun is ending. I think everything's coming to a close right now. Come on, man. Pull yourself together. You can do this. You know, I called to harass you about false advertising, and now it's turned around on me, and I regret this. But listen, man, you've been in the community for years now, and you've been like a rock, an immovable, incomparable rock.
Hey, listen, I am very tolerant of all communities. I like all kinds of foreigners. It's not just people from Iraq. I like people from Bangladesh. I like people from Hawaii, for example.
I'm not judging your cultural,
people
whether
from
you're
Canada?
biased culturally.
I think Canadians are great.
You know, when the community wanted you to add that extra, like, handicap parking space,
I said no. I said no first up. I said absolutely not. And then
I don't understand what the deal is.
I eventually capitulated, but my first reaction was no, because we don't get a lot of handicapped people in Whizzbangs. That's why we don't have handicapped stalls in the gender-neutral bathrooms.
And I've noticed that, and you're missing another opportunity. You need those railings in the restrooms because they help people with their upper body strength, even if they're not handicapped. Yeah.
Listen, I'm afraid if I start putting railings and gymnastic bars in the bathrooms, it's going to turn into one of those weird sex dungeons like they got over at Canyon Park in the bathroom.
No, you're good. It's totally wrong. You got to think about, all the people that are handicapped. There's people that have no butt, and they need those railings so they don't fall in. And, you need to just think outside the box just a little bit.
I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true that there's people that don't have a butt. I think that
they do, but they don't have the cushioning part, the ones that keep them like above the bowl.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, buck up, man. I think you can handle this.
Oh, I can handle it. I'm going to get through it. Don't you worry about old Biggsy. Biggsy's going to come out okay on the other side. I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. I got a lot of ideas.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to be good. But for tonight...
watch out playing with fire, though.
Yeah, for tonight I'm going to be drinking scotch.
You could throw some batteries in the fire, too. I mean, while we're drinking, might as well.
Thanks for calling.
Just have them pop.
Well, that just about wraps things up for tonight. I think tonight was a very fruitful night. I think it was very productive. I think we got a lot of issues out of the way. I think cleared up a lot of things. Those of you who missed the first part of the show, you missed the big, special, super-duper announcement that I made at the very beginning of the show. And you'll never know what it was because you were late. Don't be late next time. I mean, hell, we had the stream going up for like a whole hour before the broadcast. You should have known. Gave you plenty of notice. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and wrap up here. And we usually have one last call. So we'll do one last call before closing time. Well, maybe we'll do two. I don't know. Thanks for calling Whizzbangs. We're closed.
Hey, Mr. Biggs, I just wanted to tell you good night.
Good night. We're closed.
Good night.
Come back
We're
tomorrow.
closed.
Come back tomorrow.
I will.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling Whizzbangs. We're closed.
What do you mean?
We're closed. You got to come back tomorrow because we're all done for the night.
I don't understand.
What I'm saying is that we're closed for the night. The business is closing, and you've called after hours. Please call back again.
No. But I'm coming. I'm coming right now.
Ew.
I don't understand.
It's a family show. What are you doing? Calling up with your dirty talk. We're closed.